like here on your chin. If you just keep it there, it should work. As soon as you move it away, it doesn't do much.
Oh, I don't think. it works now?
Nope.
Yeah. Like that?
Yeah, like that.
Okay. What about now?
No.
I don't think.
Talk about it later. It's for you to project.
Okay.
Okay. Hello and welcome. My name is Habib Marbani, General Manager of Project Origin. Have I moved outside of your... and today I have with me an amazing person that's worked with us for many years. This is Meseret from Primrose Coffee Exporters in Ethiopia. We're very happy to have her in the country after many years not seeing each other. We've been working with Primrose since 2015, and today we're going to share a couple of the coffees that we work together on, that we do experimental processing or carbonic maceration processing, that we began in 2017, 2016.
2017. Yeah, 2017.
Yeah.
2017.
So we're going to share some coffees, we're going to talk a little bit about them, and Meseret's going to take us through what's it like to produce those kinds of coffees and how we started. So if you could begin with, how did we start doing these kinds of processes, and share a little bit about your company as well.
Okay. This is Meseret. It works now. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. This is Meseret from Primrose, Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. This is Meseret from Primrose, Ethiopia. No, it works.
Can you talk a bit louder?
Okay. Can you hear me?
No.
Can you hear me? Oh.
You just got to talk a bit louder. Hold it there and talk a bit louder.
Can you hear me? No, I don't think it's not working.
Right there.
Yeah, it works.
Does it work?
Okay.
Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. This is Meseret from Primrose Ethiopian Coffee Exporting Company, and we were started from Project Origin in 2015, and after that the CM selection we are started in 2017, and from 2017 till now we are producing its amazing carbonic maceration coffee, and the Project Origin, the pioneer and innovator of this project in Ethiopia the first time in 2017. Our company Primrose providing the cup of the carbonic maceration coffee exclusively for Project Origin only, and this innovative idea creating in Ethiopia the first time by Project Origin. And this project bring for our farmers a lot of benefits. We give us some training for our farmers how to collect the red cherry coffee from the tree and how to prepare the coffee like that. And also from all of our CM selection sales, we share our profit for our farmers just for the second payment end of the harvesting season. We give profit, we share our profit for our farmers that are providing for our washing station. And also Project Origin, one of their aim where they are built for the community, bridges, well waters, and they gave us a lot of
collaboration, I guess.
Yeah, we are working collaboration with the farmers, and they gave a lot of opportunity for our farmers also. And to improve our quality, and we are investing for our infrastructure in the washing stations and in the preparation, in the shades, like that.
Thank you very much, Meseret. So for everyone standing nearby, there's a coffee walking around its way to you that you can taste. I'm going to talk a little bit about it. So CM processing, if you're not familiar with it, involves what you do after you pick a coffee cherry. So instead of taking it straight to a drying bed and drying it as a natural, this particular coffee was a CM natural. So the cherry would have been put into a tank and sealed in an anaerobic environment Mind if I take that one?
Oh, sure.
I'll hand it back to you. It was sealed in an anaerobic environment with carbon dioxide going in, so oxygen comes out, so you can lengthen or control fermentation. By doing this, we aim to create a whole bunch of unique flavor experiences with our coffees. Project Origin categorizes them with names that give an indication of the flavor profile, right? So the first coffee you're tasting is in a diamond category, which for us is refined, it's elegant, it's got floral and light fruit notes, being white stone fruit, white peach, lime, jasmine, those kinds of notes. We'll share some other coffees in different kind of flavor spectrums as well as we go. Meseret, can you share with everyone what it was like introducing these kinds of techniques to people for the first time?
Okay. It was very difficult to introduce this project, especially for our producer. In 2017, we are working in 2 washing stations, but they are with us. Some of the farmers and the producer work with us, and they didn't trust that project because by our country, the quality requirement context, that the fermentation coffee, no one is accepted, and even for the government quality inspectors, they don't know about that. So even after preparing the coffee to take from the origin to our dry mill, it was a very difficult time because completely the government inspector, it's rejected that coffee was just only for local consumption. It's not fit for export. But now it was very expensive, and it's amazing coffee, and all the producers and most of the exporters are well known about the carbonic maceration and the fermentation coffee.
So yeah, we had some interesting challenges with the coffee we were producing not being considered fit for export by local standards, where when we tasted it, we thought it was amazing. What did you think the first time you tasted these coffees?
Yeah, I remember when we cup the coffee, it's overripe banana, it's fully, and pineapple, like that. Even just, I saw the process, if even I didn't see the process, just I feel it, that coffee it's mixing with, it's one of the fruit like that. And it was amazing.
So there is a second coffee on its way around to you. This is also a carbonic maceration natural process. The first 2 coffees were both from the same processing station in Yirgacheffe in a town called Tolkien. So same coffees. Meseret's kids are on the phone. So the same coffee, the same cherries, similar process, but slightly different approach to bring out what we would call a Jasper profile. So you're in red and orange territory for flavor notes, things like raspberry, strawberry, orange, peach, apricot. That's where this coffee has expressed itself in terms of flavor. Something I'd like to talk about next, given we are here and the World Barista Championships are happening around us. In 2018, we were fortunate enough to develop coffees that were used to win the 2018 World Barista Championship by a friend of ours, Agnieszka Rajilska, who is wandering around the show somewhere. I'd love your impression of how did you feel when you had your coffee being represented on the world stage?
I was very happy. I was in Amsterdam on that time, on the event, and I didn't believe that because that was the first time, and I don't have experience before that. That's why I was very, very happy.
From producing coffees with that kind of recognition, have things changed for you and your producers and your washing stations with how you look at coffee production?
Yes, because after that project, our company image, even all of the world, it's already changed because Primrose now well known to process this kind of coffee, and we're famous by specialty and high-end coffee. So for that, I want to say thank you, Project Origin, because they support a lot to change my company profile. Secondly, we are investing a lot of effort in our washing station because we should be change the infrastructure in the facility. The coffee quality it will become more. That's why it comes a lot of advantage for us.
I share that thanks right back at you. End of the day, what we do is we collaborate. So ultimately, it's not just about Primrose or about Project Origin, but it's about both. And it's about working out what we can do together to create value that works all the way across the supply chain. So without you on the ground, we have nothing to sell. So thank you very much as well.
You're welcome.
How many stations now do we work with that do processing like this?
Now we are working with 5 washing stations, only the same selection project we work.
How has the process been with training?
Okay, we give some trainings for our employee, and they know now the fermentation stage, every process now well experienced. Even we need to be extended for our all washing stations this project.
So we've been doing these kinds of projects together for 4 or 5 years now, and a lot has changed along the way. In addition to that, Primrose has also benefited. 5 years.
Yeah.
Primrose has also changed a lot to the point that Meseret. Just wait. Okay, to the point that Meseret herself actually got given a really impressive award earlier this year that I'd love you to share.
Okay, please come again. I don't understand.
The award that you got given in Ethiopia, not to do with coffee,
Yeah.
to do with your exporting company.
Okay.
Can you share about that?
Okay. Okay. In Ethiopia, our company in 2018 and 19 in the East African Fine Coffee Association, there is a Taste of Harvest competition in 2018 and in 2019 from all of East Africa. Our coffee is the first place, the second place, and the third place. Even in 2019 in Nairobi, it's 1 up to 5. It's win in natural process, our company. And also in a lot of places, our natural coffee, it's very famous, and we are getting a lot of privilege like that.
And what about the government award that you got?
Okay.
For being...
Sorry. Okay. For the last 4 years, by Women Coffee Exporter, our company is the first place. In this year, our Ethiopian president is give award because we are exporting 3,000 tons of coffee, and we earn a lot of foreign currency for our country.
We were really happy to see that. That's a really impressive journey that Primrose has taken, and we've always been very proud of working with you. So I'm glad it's recognized by others as well. Something else I'd love you to describe is a little bit about the differences you see in the way coffee is processed from different areas of Ethiopia, like comparing maybe to a place like Uraga or a place like Yirgacheffe. Working with farmers there, are there differences in how you see them working with you, how they pick their coffee, how they treat their coffee? And I'm going to send around a third cup is coming around to you from a different place. That is actually from Uraga, which is why I want to ask that question.
Okay, the producer attitude place to place it's very different. Especially it's one place to another place. It's in Ethiopia the coffee is processing in the traditional way, and still we are not giving enough training for all of our producers. So the red cherry, especially the red cherry processing, it's very challenging and it's difficult place to place. But after they brought the red cherry coffee, which one is picking from the tree and which one is it's not picking on time the tree, just we give a lot of instruction and the training. And after they brought their coffee in our station, we are picking and we are seeing how to prepare that coffee. And we made it a lot of change around our washing station and neighbor area, and that makes a lot of advantage and bring a lot of change in that area.
Thank you. That third coffee you have coming around is from a washing station in Uraga, so different area to the first two coffees. And that one sits in what we call an indigo profile. So you're in dark stone fruits, dark fruit, blueberry, mulberry, plum, chocolate, those kinds of territories, right? So you can see how similar processing techniques in different places also bring out different kinds of coffee expressions. I'm going to stop talking for a minute and I'm going to invite if anyone wants to ask any questions of Meseret, please let us know. You're welcome to do so. And thank you very much for sharing your time with us and sharing some coffees with us. If you have any questions, please let us know. Don't be shy. This one's not working very well. Yeah, give me that one.
Me too. Okay, it's true, I know you. But I remember my best friend, my first time in Ethiopia, and we're doing that course, and there was all these women working in coffee. And I see this really fantastic community of all of them. It was Sarah, the older Meseret and everything. So I would like to know now, with all the people in Ethiopia, how is it to work in coffee mostly for women? Because I remember the community was quite very, very strong.
Now the situation is it's more better. It will be improved, but we do not have option. Just we should be work.
And is your coffee protected?
Yes, in the coffee area there is no problem. Yeah.
Do you and your partner work together?
Pardon?
Do you and your partner work together, and how is it working as a couple?
Where?
You and Abraham, you work together, and how is it working as a couple?
Yeah. Because of him, I'm here. He supports a lot, and we are working together. He's the CEO of the company, and I am the general manager, and we are working together. It's 24 hours we are together.
And you're still together?
Yeah,
So
still together.
Does anyone else want to ask any other questions?
How did you start? How did you get into the first part?
Go again?
So, hola. Sí, uno, tres. How did you start it? How everything started? How did you start in business?
The business.
First.
Okay. Before 20 years ago, I joined one company in the coffee exporting company, and at the same time, Abraham also he joined one big exporting company. We are working in different company, and after 10 years, we decide to open our company because we have a good experience. And in Ethiopia, when you start especially the coffee business and export business, the government give free financing. So we know the system, we know the supply chain, and we know about the logistics system. So we had a big financial constraint, but just we decide. And we are founded in 2010 Primrose. And we borrow from our friends, something like that. We start the coffee business. In the first 2 years to promoting our company, we are working on the commercial coffee, most of at the Middle East and some Europe, part of Europe, like it's grade 4 and grade 5 coffee. It's parallelly we learn about the specialty coffee. We take a lot of training like that. Then after we start our business, after 3 or 5 years, we are starting on the specialty. And we took training by CQI, the CAP, the CQI training, and we are establishing our lab. We are growing year to year.
You're also registered Q grader, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm Q grader.
Meseret is also Meseret Meseret is also a registered Q grader. So also has an exceptional
She's
palate.
also an AST.
Yeah, ACT also.
And that one too.
She gave a training. Yeah.
In sensory and green coffee.
Yes.
Yeah, so all around amazing coffee person.
Yeah.
Would anyone else like to ask a question? I think it's starting to cut out a little.
Yeah, so Meseret, can you tell us about your coffee shop?
Okay. Okay. Before 3 years, you know, our clients like Project Origin and other foreigners, when they came in Ethiopia, we couldn't find it's nice coffee. That's why we opened a new coffee shop where mostly focus. The government rule is not allowed to prepare the exportable coffee in the coffee shop, but we are working on the specialty. That's why we got some byproduct, or it's premium coffee. That's why we opened the coffee shop. Now it works, and the people love it, and we got a lot of review in the Google. Yeah.
All right. Well, can you join me in thanking Meseret for her time? Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much.